Hello guys, so today we're here to talk about the developer Q&A. I'm going to be posting the video of this in the description as they kind of announced it late and it was a really bad time, so a lot of people couldn't see it, so they recorded it and then they wrote down the major ideas. So I'm going to be talking about what's important, what's not important, what we can await, and again, some of the translations weren't that perfect in the video, so don't await everything to be perfect in what we say, and even what's written down might not even be the right thing. So let's get started. There's a long list of things, but the key things that matter, at least the things that matter to me personally, I'm going to first talk about next patch and then about the big update. So first, next patch is going to be the release of the Light and Dark Legends. Finally, I've been waiting for this. So I've got my 1,500 dimension stones ready. I got the leaders, I got everything. So I'll make a video of me getting it, and maybe if I can display a little bit of gameplay with it. So stay tuned for that. So it's light and dark both in one shot, and they were even talking about the patch after that, pretty much giving them all the new legendaries their EEs. So they're gonna get their EEs basically 2 weeks after release, was kind of sick and pretty cool. They also have talked about balancing. So let's get started. This is going to be a transcript. It's basically the people that are behind making the game, what they do, what they think, and there's a list of questions who were asked. So again, you can go down and read it more in detail. I'm just going to look at the questions, I listen to it and say what are the things that were important, what are the things that are less important, but I'm just going to try to follow a bit the order. The big updates coming in December. They don't say it right here, but they were talking about the first week of December. So again, this is going to be coming very soon. The keyword here is real-time PvP. There's going to be 2 modes, some player ban thing. That wasn't super clear when they were saying it, but we're going to have more information on this in 2 patches. Now, they are saying a bunch of things are going to change. They want to talk about changing a few ace skills, and what was really cool is they were saying if you have 11 players of the same attribute, the ace skill would be more powerful. So this would kind of try to push you away from getting the biggest amount of legendaries possible and try to refine yourself within one element, which is extremely hard. I gotta admit, even me with 2 elements, I find it hard, and I know a lot of people are gonna go Ardor because of Elaine, because of Angela, so at the same time, we're gonna see a rise of Mono Dark, so this is going to be entertaining, and we're gonna see exactly how this changes the meta. Will change to be upgrade new and old characters. They're saying that they're thinking of doing stuff, but it's not really in this big update. So in the next big update, they're going to improve the chain system. So I'm saying it's not perfect currently. My advice to you right now would be complete every chain you can and get that dimension stone out, because we don't know what's going to happen and they might even reset them. And if they do that, think of all the dimension stones you could make, especially for end gamers or even for medium level players. Just imagine getting 200-300 dimension stones in 2-3 weeks just from playing, farming, or even 1-1 with strength reduced and just doing chains after that. So I'm gonna say really do them now and you don't know what's gonna happen. Now, will there be more method of obtaining unique stones? So they're saying that they're going in 2 updates in the big update, add them in the scout, very close to the rate of finding a legendary, maybe a bit better. So don't wait to be finding them all the time. I know in the past, this was actually a bug and some people were able to scout them, but now this is going to be official. I do want to point, I've seen one last week, but let's not talk about the fact that these things don't work perfectly. There's going to be up in the upcoming update, so we're going to see exactly how that goes down, and it pretty much seems to work. Are there any updates for any reward like COD or club matches? So they're not changing COD. They might just like rechange a bit the players or the new stuff. But what they're saying for club matches that is really cool, they're finally going to be reducing it from a 5v5 to a 3v3. It's still going to be annoying, but it's lower. And let's be honest, the problem with club matches, they're too damn long. So this will shorten it out, and they're talking about gold after the gold matches, discount, club match overall. We'll see exactly what they do. They're saying stuff's going to be cheaper. They're trying to look for better rewards. There was even talk about making the rewards very close to Galaxy League rewards, maybe Dimension Stones. So we just got to see exactly how they implement it, but we might finally find motivation to do club match, who currently is clearly non-existent. Even for myself, I think I might do it once a week. And that's usually when I'm streaming or chilling with people. Where do you find the artisan game? I personally don't care about this. They have a little bit more of a section in the video. I would advise you to go look at that. Again, I didn't care, so I'm not going to speak about it. I might even say something wrong. Would an anime version of the game be possible? They're thinking about it, but they're basically saying you're gonna need to keep funding us to keep playing the game. If the game keeps doing well, we're gonna do it. But they're not saying no, and they're saying that there's a pretty good quantity, a pretty big chance that this will happen. When making new characters, well, they're just basically saying that they choose their art, they choose what they want to do, and at the end, they look at the community just for the skills. Now, in my personal opinion, this is a lie, as a lot of the skill changes were extremely bad, and they've done things who make utterly no sense, but we're going to lead them at their word, who I kind of question. Where would you like to see the game in the future? They're talking about balancing on the upcoming update. Some players are getting affected by recent game trends. So they're saying they're going to balance stuff, but I mean, we all know BB, and we know that balancing is really not their strong suit since the game got launched. So let's see what they do. I hope they actually do balance certain things. They finally understand that buffing a lane that time was ridiculous while they're destroying Milky Way. But let's hope some players get a small nerf, some players get a buff. And if we go down, here's another list of few key points that we want to talk about. So there's Saber saying, Mono Ars is stronger in PvP. All that refers to such. Okay, I guess it's because of a guy called Saltman. They're talking about balancing. They're talking a bit about live PvP. You know, there's nothing really that important. The only thing that I really want to point out is we plan to bring 2 more legendary units to the game Dispatch, as well as give the new legendaries EE. This way we'll no longer have to worry about Angela and any of the current units. So in a way, this kind of makes you question what they're planning to do. They're talking about 2 more legendaries. Now, they do say bring 2 more legendary units to the game Dispatch. So that kind of seems to indicate next week. Or it might indicate the other one again. We're not 100% sure about the context. And again, they're talking about their ease, meaning that both of them are going to be coming very soon. And a thing I really do like is when they say, you no longer have to worry about Angela, who might even be confirming the rumors of a dark legendary striker. Or any of the current units. That's kind of questionable to me. I don't know exactly. Yeah. And again, here's like what I was talking about, the rewards. It's boring and long and lacks rewards, so we decided, hey, it'll be just like Galaxy League, rename club matches. Now again, what does that mean? Is it the style? Does that mean we finally get our manager buffs? Will we get our friend manager buffs? Because I do know that some units work in Galaxy League and some don't, compared to club matches. For example, in my case, since I have Vonchi, since he uses managers for speed, he is incapable of critting in club matches. Even when running Will of Metatron, it's incredibly hard for him to crit. Well, in Galaxy League, he's around 380% crit. So we're going to see exactly what that does, what does this other reward, and if they finally start removing the chain problems, the manager problems, because I honestly don't think it was smart, because it basically meant you had to create now 3 different teams. One where you didn't care about chains, one for PvP where you cared about chains, and now one for PvE. It just started making too many. That's again another reason why I didn't invest in it, because it didn't make sense to invest in something where there was no rewards and the work was going to be as big as any of the other key methods of playing. So I hope this gives you an idea. I will be posting the link to this below. You can go down and look at all the comments. Maybe there's some other things that are interesting. If you want to talk about your opinions, your thoughts, just leave a comment in the description below. Have a good day, guys.